And we welcome all of our viewers inside a place that the folks around here like to call the Vault. And that's Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Miami Dolphins and the Carolina Panthers. Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Uptown Charlotte. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
Come on, set, AT Gator, 22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber.
On first down, Costello. An incomplete, crisis averted, almost picked. Instead, second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. To throw again, Costello. Completes it to Hardman. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
A big gain of 28 as the drive continues. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 47. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
He's got the first down here inside the 30. 19 yards the pickup there. Move the chains.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
Throwing on first down, Costello. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good.
First down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Now a give right side. It's Hubbard. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. And he'll get this down close to a first down at about the Dolphins' 14.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
From the gun on 3rd down, Costello. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Panthers take it right down and score on the opening drive. Gano the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
Set. 10-2 song. Heavy on the edges. Heavy on the edges. Shoot.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And now nothing but green ahead of him. He's at the 40, 20, 10, and all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Matt Breida, 79 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Well called, well blocked, and then he just made a great play. That was an athlete going a long way.
Yeah, how about the suddenness, too, of just getting there and taking off and going? For the defensive guys, plays like that really hurt.
Extra point right down the middle, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This will be taken in at the 1. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season, and they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Costello. That's caught left side by Hardman. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 13 yards, 1st down, Panthers.
Down. 60 Pittsburgh.
1st and 10
What's
at
on
the
the west?
47-yard line.
Slam. Smoke. Hit it.
On 1st and 10, Costello. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Costello. And Thomas has it. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 27-yard line.
Well, it certainly feels like there are more stars at the time 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense. And guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down, it's Hubbard, and he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Taking it in from a yard out, and the Panthers have taken the lead. They were able to push him backwards on 1st down, but this time he forces his way in.
I wonder if he went back to the huddle and said, guys, just a little bit more help, and I can get it done on this one. Maybe even overruled the play call from the sideline, just feeling like he had that opportunity, and he wanted to cash it in.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they hit the home run last drive. 1 play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
On 2nd down, a run with Breida. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
You think you won't get this? No. You think you won't get this? 58 to Mike, 58. 58 to Mike. I got it. 58, boy, 58. 58 to Mike. Here we go, here we go. 58, right over there, right over there. Yeah, yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Bravo! Ready, go!
He'll look to throw. He's got a man, complete. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. A big play there for the Dolphins. 51 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Now back to throw. And he coughed it up. And it's picked up by the Panthers.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk reward. About you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Through one corner, 14-7 our score.
Go! 8-3. What we got? What we got? What we got? Hard! Hard! Get it!
On 1st down, Costello. And he's got the hook up to Moore. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Hey, zoom! Check that!
2nd and 4. And a quick throw here, that's complete. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
On 3rd down, Hubbard. And he will have the 1st down as he's brought down up near midfield. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. I think you mentioned in the opening drive that these guys needed to establish the run, protect the young QB. I actually wrote that down, believe it or not. So how would you assess things so far?
I'm kind of touched that you actually wrote something like that down. I appreciate that, partner. But I do think
that's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Carolina. DJ Moore, 51 yards. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his 2nd season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook. Not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understand what can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out will yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
You always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10.
Under 10, under 10, 10. Hey, watch that.
They run with Breida. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. This is Breida. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. 8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3.
Come on, set. 60 outlaw. 22 jet bomber, 22 jet. Ready.
On 3rd down, a run with Cohen. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the 1st. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. They'll look to throw. And they're going to try the screen. It's complete. The 20. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10.
Alpha. 58 to Mike, 58. 58 to Mike. I'm going to run you over. I'm going to run you over. 58, boy, 58. 58 to Mike.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Set. 10 Tucson. Check the out. Check the out. Echo. 58 to Mike. 58. 58 to Mike. Man, that's trash. That's trash. 58. Go.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line. That, Charles, the 1st interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the 1st one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, you know, over the offseason, going into a 2nd season, some of that would go away. Thus far, still looks a lot like his rookie year.
Tight right. 3 down, 3 down. Hey, check. 3 down.
On 1st down, it's Hubbard. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a 1st.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
They'll run on 1st down. Hubbard. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Panther 1st down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Mike.
Get that quarterback, D-line.
Throwing on first down. Costello. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Malik Collins busting through to get him for a loss of 6.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
All right, T, let's turn. All right, T.
2nd and long. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. The Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down.
Go. Go.
Hey, exit.
Back to throw. Costello. He gets it to Thomas. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 42. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? And Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this, or he keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
23 yards, the final tally.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Ready up.
Hey, we don't like the 48 right now. Let's go. Come to my world.
Get it.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Flushed out right. This will be caught inside the 10. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9.
On the set.
50. Bring it. Bring it.
Snap.
To throw on 2nd down. Costello. That is caught inside the 5. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. Not time enough for a play and then a timeout, you wouldn't think. So with 4 seconds left, they're going for it. A final shot before break. Costello. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. So, boy, that's already the 3rd they've burned here. They are out of timeouts now before we've even hit the 4th quarter. And we'll see if week 1 fatigue. As we are back underway in the 2nd half. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the 2nd half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the 2nd half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Once again, they run with Green on first down. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 49-yard
Here we go on 2nd and 12. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. K1 short with a sack. That's 315 pounds of man right there.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
Now, the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He sets to fire deep. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where is he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. They run again with Breida. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And down to the 16-yard line. That one good for 26 and a first down. They had a chance to limit his yardage, but he was able to fight off that tackle.
So it's not just the responsibility of the guys who missed the tackles along the way. It's all 11 on defense, able to stop this guy, unable to do it on that play. They've got to find a way. How about his ability to break through and gain that yardage?
Red. 15 lining, 15 lining. Let's go. 25, check 25. Red.
Here's a carry for a former starter. This is T.J. Yeldon. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Again, it's Yeldon. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It goes as a loss of 6. And now 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll look to throw here. And, oh, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that is going to be incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Panthers will get the football back. Well, that's another mistake there on the drop pass on 4th. And we've seen him do things like this all game.
It's not hard to figure out why they're down by that deficit. They haven't made plays that are going to keep them in the game or win the game all game long. That's another example right there. It all boils down at the end of it to execution. Either you make the play or you don't.
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you can just put the ball on him and then let him run.
He's got some space.
Hey.
2nd down and inches. Throwing right, and that's complete. Then he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the gun, Costello. Throwing left side, it's complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A good pickup there at 22. This quarterback now nearing the 300-yard mark with still a quarter to play. It's 1st and 10. Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. 11 yards and a Panther first down. Well, this is how you shape the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row.
And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. A great effort there. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Extra point try good by G.O.A.T. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But I think a Dolphin was able to fall on it. Yes, they'll keep possession here.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Breida, he'll try the right side. He'll have a first down past the 40. And now look at him go. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Matt Breida, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Dolphins are able to draw a bit closer. The extra point up and good. And that cuts the lead to 28-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
Just more of the same there, partner. Guys have just been running free in the secondary this entire game. No pass rush, a lot of passes completed. Been an easy day for them.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Line of of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Stay in situation. Let's go. 53's the mic. 53. Check.
Get it.
Operating from the gun, Costello. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Panther first down. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Costello. That is caught at the 7. Well, they had a gain of 10 last time. Now a gain of 20 here. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Hubbard, and he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. A great play there, with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Gano the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
On first down, here's Breida. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Now it's Breida. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6.
Let's bring it. He's checking.
Out of the gun, running with Cohen. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down.
A loss of 3 yards brings up 4th down.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Airing it out deep for Smith. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position. On 1st and 10, Costello. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Jerome Baker right there in coverage. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Buzz. Go.
No.
To throw again. Costello. There goes a deep ball. End zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. And it'll bring up 3rd down. The Panthers on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And down to the 19-yard line. That good for 22 and a first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Raekwon McMillan. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Back to throw. Costello. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
You better be ready next time.
And it has been a good game for them. They haven't been pressured very much today, but on back-to-back sacks, maybe the defense is starting to figure something out.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Looking to throw. Costello. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go.
And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line.
I know we could sit up here and dance around it a little bit, but going for two in this situation, somebody doesn't like someone else. There's no doubt in my mind.
Well, what they couldn't see is you lean back in your chair and you went, yeah, that's not a good decision. They didn't get it, though.
Yeah, I don't think you can just say, well, my kicker's hurt in this spot. No, okay.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
Here's Breida. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Now a give running left is Breida. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now a give coming right is Breida. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Let's go. 15 lining. High 7, let's go.
Back to throw here. This will be caught by Brown. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a fourth down. And they're going to go for this. Just 1 for 3 so far on fourth down tries. They're trying again. Now a shotgun handoff to Cohen. And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position.
On the ready.
Mike, 48.
Topper! Hey! High 7, get it!
That one looks like he'll throw here. And a diving grab. I think he got that, yes. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. On first down, Costello. That's going to be caught. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
And they just hit another big completion there. And I think in days gone by in the NFL, you might have asked, is this a little bit of overkill? Is this rubbing it in? I don't think people feel the same way nowadays.
It's the age-old argument. Then you could say on the other side, if you're going to get angry about it, stop it, right?
Go ahead and stop me. And I think a lot of the times they just look at it like, let's just play the game. And however it turns out, it turns out.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Ready.
They'll keep it on the ground. Hubbard. And he's not going to push his way forward. He's going to be stopped at the 2-yard line. They're held again, and do we have a goal line stand brewing? It's 3rd and goal.
61.
Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on? And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. I think all teams probably like seeing that schedule for the first time, looking at week 1. Oh, good, we're at home. This is why you want to be home in week 1. They're looking sharp.
And I agree with you totally. That's what you want. But there carries a little extra pressure with that as well, because you and I both know protecting the home field, winning your home games is paramount in this league. So you go into it, yeah, we want it, but now you actually have to go out and prove it.
Yeah, 2 sides to that coin, and looking like they're going to protect it here in this one. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
So this one is over. A victory for Carolina. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for Carolina, it's a fantastic start as they roll to a blowout victory here in the season opener. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Buffalo Bills. Meanwhile, for Miami, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.